I want to take a moment and give you a warning about the P1P and I assume other Bambu Labs printers in general. So my printer, after about 3 years of owning it, I don't know how many hours of print time, probably not as many as many others. So there's about 361 print hours on my printer, so I guess it's a decent amount. I left my printer idle for like a month or two on accident, because when I was frequently using it, it was common for me to leave it on so that it was ready for me to send a print from my other room when I needed it. However, when I came back after that month or two to use the printer, I got an error on Bambu Studio saying to insert the media card or whatever they call it on there. And I'm like, there should be no reason why it should be out. I haven't taken it out for like the past year or two. So, I go remove it, install it, reinstall it, still has the same issue. I try a few different things. I take the SD card out of my Ender 3v2 over here that I don't use anymore. Try it in there. It still says that there's something wrong. It's saying that there's errors on the SD card itself. But I put both of the SD cards in my reader on my computer. The one that was in the machine does not show up at all. It doesn't do anything. The one from my Ender 3 works fine. The one from my Elegoo Neptune 3 works fine. So that basically, the SD card in here is fried, but since it also could not read anything off of the other SD card that works fine for my Ender 3, which I made sure was formatted properly and everything, that means the SD card reader is also fucked. And first of all, obviously you can't do prints locally because the reader is broken, but you can't even print things from the online services because they cache it in the SD card. So when the SD card reader dies, which apparently this is a mostly rare occurrence, you have a literal hunk of junk. You have a pile of e-waste right here. So I went to Bambu support and asked them about this because I was hoping that they would be willing to help me out on this. But to keep in mind, I've owned the printer for 3 years. Well, basically, eventually, they get back to me because, of course, this happened around the Lunar New Year as well, so that they took that off as well. Eventually, they're like, well, you're out of your parts warranty. We only do a year's worth of parts warranty, and the warranty for SD cards, I forgot if they said it was 1 or 3 months, but it was some short time like that. But a year's worth of parts and warranty is not a lot, especially for a nicer printer like this. Now, granted, it's not their multi-$1,000 printers, but for me, this is a lot of money. $600. So then they referred me to the AP board I need, because what's really obnoxious is that to fix the SD card, you need to take out the entire board in there, which makes sense. They would not trust people, and it would probably be way too difficult for people to solder or input a new SD module onto the board. But there are other things about that. I want to talk about the support for a second. So they sent me the AP board that I need, but they sent the P1S version. So I know that they are ending the life cycle of the P1P, but there still is a P1P board available. Now I was sitting there comparing the pictures and they look exactly the same. So I don't know if there's different firmwares on there, slightly different things, like maybe the P1S has something extra for the internal fans, but I think this can be upgraded to a P1S externally if you buy the enclosure kit and such, so I don't know if that's the case either. I don't know what the difference is. Either way, I asked them this, what's the difference between the boards? So then they go back and they're like, sorry for this mistake. Due to an internal error, we gave you the wrong part. We would like to send you the proper part for free now. So I don't know if I just got lucky there, and maybe the representative found a loophole in that and they did it on purpose to get me that free part. Or maybe it was a mistake, but it doesn't seem like, it seems like a lot of restitution for that simple mistake. So it's a little, when something big happens, it feels kind of weird. But yeah, I guess they're sending me they just confirmed that they have created the shipment today and they're going to ship it through USPS. But I haven't gotten to check on that much because it's USPS and they're slow. So, I mean, that's cool. It went well for me, but I think it probably wouldn't go as well for other people, which is still frustrating, honestly. Just because I got lucky for once in my life. But the other thing is that changing the AP board sounds like a simple task. Doing the change is a simple task. However, it is extremely stupid what follows. you need to get on the AP board. There's going to be a little, at least this is what little I know from only doing like half of the research. There's going to be a little QR code on this AP board and the AP board that you either buy or are sent. You need to get the serial number from that board and then send it to them, and you also need to send them the new serial number so that the new serial number can be assigned to your printer.
Why don't you just go drink a nice cold glass of f*** off?
I think I know why it is this way, because Bambu Labs is kind of BS and they want to lock you down a lot. I think it's kind of really stupid that you would have to do something like that. And you have to rely on the customer support to allow you to bind your new machine, because even once you get the board, you have to wait for customer support to actually complete your fix, which seems like a very, I don't know what the word is in this situation. I don't know if I've even formulated the exact opinion that I have to be able to get a word for that, but I guess it sounds shitty to me.
It's like, f*** off, right?
I just don't think that should be that way, but they're not going to change it, obviously, and they don't have a way to change it from all the infrastructure they've already built. So unless they change it on their newer machines and the processes going forward, which I highly doubt. But I wanted to make this video warning you of this error. Try and take good care of your machine here. I have no idea why the SD card slot broke, because that's the only thing that seems to be damaged. I figured maybe it was from like a power outage, but I have a surge protector that should have a decent bit of, I believe they measure in joules. It should have a lot of joules to protect, because I wanted to get a nice one for protecting my machines, even the lower cost ones, because it's all expensive to me. So it shouldn't be a power outage thing, and I don't know if there was like maybe a piece of dust got in there and it zapped somewhere. It just seems really ridiculous that this even happened, but there's nothing much I can do about it now except for get it fixed. I was gonna be a decent bit more upset if I had to buy the part, because it would be $40 and then I believe another $7 for their shipping, because you can only buy it from them, of course. And that's a decent little chunk of money especially for a guy that's struggling to get paid for anything he does. I worked hard for this thing 3 years ago when I was like doing some babysitting and stuff. But I can only assume that this can also happen on just about any other of the Bambu Labs machines. Maybe the what are the little ones called? Maybe the A1 and the A1 Mini are a little more protected, because I believe that they put the SD card slots in the front of it, like these machines, and these machines usually do pretty good at protecting it. But I don't know what happened here. What the hell's going on over here? It shows a little USB. It has some tape on it with a USB icon on it, which is weird. So yeah, I just wanted to have that as a warning for anyone thinking about buying a P1P or a Bambu Labs machine, at least one of these big ones, or that already has, because well, this isn't the greatest issue. I have some stuff that I'm trying to get done. This is my most reliable machine up until now. I think it's been like 2 weeks now doing all of this, finding this problem out, and then getting to this point. So yeah, I don't know what the conclusion of this video is, but I think that this is a just stupid issue, and I think it's handled kind of really not great on Bambu Labs' part, at least concerning because getting a new part is one thing, but then having to rely on the company to allow you to use your machine is another.
Just f*** off, basically.
Which I know is a whole thing about Bambu Labs, because they're kind of, they have their ecosystem, and I think they're working with the government, at least here in the US, to try and scan what you're printing so that you don't print guns or something. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just a little wishy-washy on this situation. I'm not very happy about it. But I wanted to let you know that it happened, because I feel like that's something that people need to know about. So if you enjoyed it anyway, please leave a like and consider subscribing. I do other 3D printer stuff here as well. Check out my other videos about the P1P and hopefully a lot of the other Bambu Labs machines. I made videos about trying to reduce the waste that they create beyond the AMS system, because as you can tell, I could not afford an AMS system. That's all I have to say for now, so I'm going to say bye-bye.